You coming in good? Yeah. Sugar BOBUTAH. Hey. 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 Here we go, folks. Let's get in here. It's your guy BOBUTAH. I think I'm kind of in the mood to make some shorts. So let's make some, all right? So what I do is I just love making stupid remix shorts here on YouTube. And I thought, you know what? I do all this privately with all my DJ gear here. And it's a really unique process. So why don't I just hop out here and just do all my creative stuff live? All right, you know, like just do it live out here for everybody to, you know, see. If you want to watch how a creative goofball like me has fun, you know, like, of course I do freestyles and I do my beats and I have my freestyle albums, but one of my fun sort of guilty pleasures is using YouTube remix feature so that I could do these crazy shorts. You hear people doing the green screen and stuff. Welcome in. You get to see a dude that's actually doing it live here. So let's go. So one of the things that I do as a creator is I'll just be doom scrolling like everybody else on my leisure time, you know, and I'll find just videos that that catch my eye. So
we traveled over 800 miles for this smoked bologna chub. Let's get to cooking.
So I've got a full chub of bologna. That's 5 pounds. Now I'm going to take my knife and make some score.
So this
lines
one's
all the way
already
around.
funny.
That's
Like,
create
I'm gonna
some
hit the
crevices
remix
as it
button
cooks.
on
It's
it.
gonna open up. So I'm going to hit it with a little bit of binder.
I think I'm gonna do a cut this video, and this one's just gonna be.
Miles for this smoked bologna chub. Let's get to cooking.
So I've got a full chub of bologna.
We traveled over 800 miles for this smoked bologna chub. Let's get to cooking.
So I've got a full chub of bologna. That's
Over 800 miles.
Okay, so what I need to do is record this audio real quick.
full chub of bologna.
Over 800 miles for this smoked bologna chub. Let's get to cooking. So over 800 miles for over
Yeah, let's
800
do
miles.
this.
We traveled over 800 miles for this smoked bologna chub. Let's get to. We traveled over 800 miles for this smoked bologna. We traveled over 800 miles for this smoked bologna chub. Let's get to cooking.
So I've got a full chub of bologna.
We traveled over 800 miles for this smoked bologna chub. Let's get to cooking.
So I've got a full chub of bologna.
We traveled over 800 smoked bologna chub. Let's get to 100 miles for this smoked bologna chub. Let's get to cooking. So for this smoked bologna chub. Let's get to cooking.
So I've got a full
Okay.
chub of bologna.
So what I'm trying to do is grab just a little piece that I want to react to.
Smoked bologna chub. Let's get to cooking.
So I've got a full chub of bologna.
For this smoked bologna chub. Let's get to cooking.
So I've got
For this smoked bologna chub. Let's get to cooking.
So I've got a full chub
Miles for this smoked bologna chub. Let's get to cooking.
So I've got a full chub of bologna.
For this smoked bologna
Okay.
chub. Let's get to cooking.
So I've got a full chub of bologna.
For this smoked bologna chub. Let's get.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. This one's gonna be super simple. What I'm gonna do is I'll just use the background that's already here. And literally I'm just gonna use like a, basically like a weird, like, you say what now? Okay, so it's gonna go like this. Turn the volume up a little bit. And we're just gonna go. There we go. Okay, I gotta turn the beat off. Up, no diddy. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. You said what now? A full. All right, so now what I gotta do is hit this.
I've got a full chub.
You said what now? A full.
I've got a full chub.
Yeah, I gotta cut this. A full. You said what now?
I've got a full chub. I've got a full
For this smoked bologna chub.
Let's get to cooking. So I've got
Smoked bologna chub.
let's get to cooking.
Bologna chub.
Let's get to cooking. So I've got a full chub. I've got a full chub. I've got
Bologna chub.
let's get to cooking. So I've got a full chub.
You said what now? A full.
Bologna chub.
Let's get to cooking. So I've got a full chub.
You said what now? A full.
Bologna chub.
Okay,
Bologna chub.
good.
So I've got a full
Keeping it
chub.
simple. Let's hit this. You said what now? A full.
Bologna chub.
Let's get to cooking. So I've got a full chub.
You said what now? Definitely, this one needs a poll, so I'm gonna put a poll on this one. Okay. Change up the beat for this a little bit. Okay, let's see. Full bologna chub. Why doesn't the algorithm know full bologna? By the way, how the heck do you spell bologna? Of course, I gotta look it up. If y'all know, slap it in the chat, but I'm gonna go in here and see. So, bologna, full bologna chub. You gonna eat this? You gonna eat this or yeet this? I personally would try it. I don't think I've ever eaten that thick of a piece of bologna. Now, of course, you know, back in the day when mama was cutting the sandwiches, sometimes she would cut them like a little bit, just like too thick on one side. So like one side would be paper thin and the other side would be like uber thick, and you just bite into that, you know, because like back in the day you could buy like this full chub of bologna, and yeah, it wouldn't come pre-cut like perfectly. So it was like these guys, but these guys are smoking this full. Let's see here. We're gonna be smoking this bologna chub. Boom. And then
Bologna chub.
Let's get to cooking. So I've got a full chub.
You said what now? A full.
Bologna chub.
Let's get to cooking. So I've got a full chub.
You said what now? A full.
Bologna chub.
Let's get to cooking.
All right, let's see here. Let's see if it wants to do the caption. You said what now? A full.
Bologna chub.
Let's get to cooking. So I've got a full chub.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna put everything on one line. In fact, except for bologna chub. You know, when you do your captions, the best thing that I could recommend for you is do captions that are like, that look good for you, right? Like that's first and foremost. But also I found out what looks good for me is you just put one word per line, and it just kind of like hits different. And I think it's better for engagement. Because it's like you anticipate the words, the full chub. Okay.
Bologna chub. Let's get to cooking. So I've got a full chub.
You said what now? A full.
Bologna chub. Let's get to cooking. So I've got a full chub.
You said what now? A full.
Bologna chub. Let's get to cooking. So I've got a full chub.
Perfect. Smoking this bologna chub. You said what now? All right, so a full. We're done. Let's hit next. It's processing now. All right, so hold your britches. Now I'm gonna paste that in there. This bologna chub. Shorts. You ever see a full bologna chub? I'm picking out a thumbnail now. I think it's cool they have this feature where you could just have built-in thumbnails. Look how fire that looks. It's just already there. And you just have this little slider here at the bottom where you could just slide around and create it. Now, it looks a little weird on this camera. This camera definitely has a lot of saturation, but it looks different. When you go back and watch the short, you're gonna see that it's different. Let's go ahead and throw some pop filter on there again. And smoking this bologna chub. I'm gonna see if there is a bologna emoji. Bolog. No. Bologna. No. Let's see. That'd be funny if there was a chub emoji. Nah, when you put in chub, they do rain for some reason. What does rain have to do with chub? Let's just do laughing right here. Boom. So let's take this emoji, put it down here. Smoking this bologna chub. Bam. All right, let's put the check mark. That one's done. What's cool is let's go ahead and schedule this out. Sure. I mean, we could double up on a Friday, but you know what? Let's go ahead and throw this on Sunday. This just feels like a Sunday. Doesn't it feel like a Sunday to have a full smoked bologna chub just on a Sunday? I personally think so. Like, that's when I want my chubs.
Chub. A full bologna chub. Yeah. You got that full bologna
Chub. Okay, it's scheduled. Let's go ahead and hit upload short. You just push that button down there. If you can see that, I don't know if you can see that, but you just have to take my word for it. Is this shiz even in focus? Let's see, that's a little better. All right. Y'all gotta let me know if I'm out of focus. Upload short.
That's gonna help my seasoning stick. Then I'm using the barbecue rub on the outside. Then we're gonna use on fire. On the cool side, we're gonna stop.
Full chub. Yeah, nah, full chub, yeah. Full chub, yeah. Full chub. Full chub, yeah. Full chub, yeah. Full chub, yeah. Full chub, yeah. Full chub, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we definitely got that one done. Make sure you're smashing on the like button for these boys over here at the Gulf Coast Smoke. I will thumbs them up and I will support them by subscribing, because if they're smoking full chubs of bologna, then these boys probably be smoking all kinds of. In fact, let's go to their channel real quick. Stop by and say hi. This is the Gulf Coast Smoke. This is the kind of smoke that you want, if you know what I mean. Look at their icon. Someone developed that. They drew that out and then they digitized it. It looks kind of like a smoker with like a tiny little, I don't know, palm tree chilling with the ocean views. That's gorgeous. Isn't that gorgeous? Come on, man. Give up the goods. These guys have 67,000 some odd subscribers, and they're hitting it hard with these smoke videos. 569 videos. Here, let me read the description super quick. Gulf Coast. Oh, I'll do it in this voice.
Gulf Coast Smoke was founded in 2019 by Alonzo and Sabrina Cantu in South Texas. We found a love for barbecue and are putting out content because everyone could use a little more barbecue in their life. With this channel, we hope we can just bring you along for our everyday lives. We are parents, 2 daughters and 1 son, normal people, and love to cook good meals as much as we can. Subscribe to the channel and you'll get notified every time I release a new video.
All right. I mean, if that didn't make you want to subscribe to this Gulf Coast Smoke, then what are you even doing on YouTube, bruh? Like, you gotta be subscribing to these guys. In fact, let's go look at their popular shorts. All right. Oh, Avi, that full chub of bologna. That thing is a banger. Look at that thing. 7 million views on that bad boy. And then the next one is this pan of ribs. What is this?
Juiciest, most tender country style ribs are on the horizon.
Let me show you what to do.
Oh.
You're going to start by seasoning your country-style ribs with Southern hospitality or your favorite barbecue rub. Country-style ribs are literally just strips.
What exactly is Southern hospitality? Is that like some kind of sauce you guys are selling?
Out of pork butt. Now we're going to put our pork onto a 300-degree smoker using pecan wood for the next hour. After an hour, we're going to rotate our grate 180 degrees.
Okay.
I'm looking to cook this pork nice and even, so we'll do that and then also flip these over. Once we're done flipping,
with your hand,
it goes back on and we don't look for another hour. After 2 hours, you should be able to touch your pork with no seasoning.
Touch your pork.
That's when you know that they're ready to wrap. Now you can wrap these however you want, but we're choosing to use a half pan with 1 stick of butter, a little bit of Killer Hogs vinegar sauce, and then we're going to put in our favorite apple soda. Now we'll put the lid back on and we won't check them for another hour. These should be done around 205 degrees, but they need to feel probe tender. Now we'll strain all of the au jus that came out of
Of course
my
they
oil
need to
pan,
feel probe tender. Like, that's the only way to roll in your life, is to feel probe tender.
We're going to use this with a little bit of barbecue sauce. I'm going to take 1/4 a cup of my au jus and 1/2 a cup of the barbecue sauce.
Gesundheit.
Mix it up, and that's what's going to go right on top of these pork ribs. Make sure to add an even layer of your glaze, and then you want to let this set for the next 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, your sauce should tack up nicely, and your ribs should look absolutely incredible.
I'm sold. All right, let's watch one more.
Carnival style turkey legs. Let me show you what to do. If I go to the carnival and I pick up a turkey leg and it doesn't fall off the bone, then I don't want it. First, we're gonna start off with 3 fully smoked turkey legs.
Hold on. I feel you. I feel you, but like if my hold on, if my like turkey leg fell off the bone, I'd be crying, man. I'd be crying like a little adolescent. Just
bone, then I don't want it. Fall off the bone. I pick up a turkey leg and it doesn't fall off. I go to the carnival and I pick up a turkey leg. If I go to the carnival and I pick up a turkey leg and it doesn't fall off the bone. If I go to the carnival.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a simple one. You obviously know where I'm going with this one, right? You do. You know exactly where I'm going. But what should we do for like a clever background? Ooh, carnival. Carnival, man. So let's do one of their dream scene backgrounds. I know some of you feel a way about AI, but YouTube has this feature in here where you could generate cool backgrounds. So let's try it out. I'm gonna hit the little, what do you call this button? Dictation button. And I'm gonna describe a carnival. A fancy state fair carnival with a Ferris wheel and lights in the background, with turkey legs roasted raining from the sky. Boom, let's generate that. That should be pretty normal of a photo for AI to gen. All right, feeling me? All right, so it generated some crazy looking stuff for us. Yeah. That one looks fire. Let's try it. Let's create a video out of it. We have to wait while it works, okay? All right, it generated it, and it's raining turkey legs. I mean, you've seen this with your own damn eyes right here. That'd be tenderly raining down turkey legs all over on top of us. So let's hit continue. And let's see if I could put my large doomass right back there and go ahead and just be like, hey, man, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to make like a scratch noise. So let's go like this. Okay, I got to stop the ticker in my ear for a second. Yeah. It's weird. The background's bleeding out, but I think that looks funny for this. So let's just go with it. Yeah, let's make my dumbass a little bit smaller. Yeah, let's go. Let's put me kind of awkwardly off to the side too. All right. I mean, I could take down this green background, but I think sometimes where it looks all glitchy, it's kind of adds to the like funny, if you will. No. If that happened to me at the carnival, I'd be crying.
If I go to the carnival and I pick up a turkey leg and it doesn't fall off the bone.
No. If that happened to me at the carnival, I'd be crying.
If I go to the carnival and I pick up a turkey leg and it doesn't fall off the bone.
All right, that's it. I mean, this is you make shorts, guys.
If I go to the carnival and I pick up a. If I go to the carnival.
If I go to the carnival. So this is the boring part, okay? The boring part is where I gotta quickly break down these. If I go to the carnival and pick up the carnival and pick up a turkey leg, that should be on one line. Turkey leg, and it doesn't fall off the bone. If that happened to me at the carnival, I'd be crying.
If I go to the carnival and I pick up a turkey leg and it doesn't fall off the bone.
No. If that happened to me at the carnival, I'd be crying.
If I go to the carnival and I pick up a turkey leg and it doesn't fall off the bone.
No. If that happened to me at the carnival, I'd be crying. Hold on. I gotta get this placement.
And I pick up a turkey leg and it doesn't fall off the bone.
No. If that happened to me at the carnival, I'd be crying.
If I go to the carnival and I pick up a turkey leg and it doesn't fall off the bone.
No. If that happened to me at the carnival, I'd be crying.
If I go to the carnival and I pick up a turkey leg.
It doesn't want me to put it where I want to, so I'm gonna have to improvise.
And it doesn't fall off the bone.
No. If here, I gotta put. Let's see. It doesn't fall off the bone. I don't want it to fall off the bone. No. What are you doing, man? If that happened to me at the carnival, I'd be crying.
If I go to the carnival and I pick up a turkey leg and it doesn't fall off the bone.
No. If that happened to me at the carnival, I'd be crying.
If I go to the carnival and I pick up a turkey leg,
let's go ahead and do that. Okay.
No.
Let's change that up a little bit. If that happened to me at the carnival, I'd be crying. So I'm gonna add a pop filter to this. And yeah. And let's do a poll. Would you cry if your meat fell off the bone? Is there an emoji for bone? Bet you there is. Bone. Oh yeah. Copy. Let's see here. And let's see, what's the saddest emoji there is? Is that like an actual crying one, right? There's one where there's like the tears raining down. Yeah. There we go. Would you cry if your meat fell out the bone? There we go. Let's put this right up here. I'm gonna make that black. Let's make it right there.
If I go to the carnival and I pick up a turkey leg and it doesn't fall off the bone.
No. If that happened to me at the carnival, I'd be crying.
If I go to the carnival and I pick up...
Next. This one's about done. That's literally about done, man. So let's see. Ooh, Hyper Jersey Club. I'm gonna try this out. Why not, man? Ooh. All right, so let's go ahead and paste. I did a sneaky thing. I've been copying the text from where my poll is, and I'll just paste that in here. Would you cry if your meat fell off the... Yep. The bone. Would you cry if your meat fell off the bone? That's the kind of questions we need in this day and age. You feel me? Cause like, let's be honest with each other, okay? If your meat's falling off the bone, be honest with me. Don't act all tough. Like, I mean, I get it. Now, if it fell off the bone straight into my pie hole, we could negotiate how I feel about that. But if it's just like I go to bite it and the meat just slumps down my Chestosaurus Rex and just down to the caked up ground at a state fair, do you know how much dust particles of different substances are on the ground at the state fair? There's probably all kinds of strange hairs from other origins and skin flakes and situations. So if my meat tumbled down my chesticles down to the ground, I'd want to be alone where I could cry, and then I'd pick myself up by my, my suspenders, and I'd go get myself another meat stick. You feel me? I bet you feel me. All right, so this caption, this is a good thumbnail. Let's hit that. And you know what? We're gonna release this. Oh boy, guess we're gonna release this Monday. Holy, wait a second. No, not Monday. Oh yeah, Monday the 2nd. What a great day to release a short about meat slumping off the bone. It's weird how the planets align while you're creating great content. You know, it's a sign that this is gonna go super ultra mega greasy viral.
Viral is going viral. Watch it go super ultra greasy.
High road. All right, so let's say this is no, it's not made for, yeah, and upload the short.
Southern bell on the outside, double wrap them in foil. We'll put them in the Traeger at 350 degrees.
Oh, you're playing with your meat.
Carnival style turkey legs. Let me show you what to do. If I fall off the bone, first we're gonna start off with 3 fully
All right, so make sure you give them a thumbs up once again. They're making fire fall off the bone turkey content. I'm slapping the thumbs up on them. I've already subscribed to these Gulf Coast Smokes team, and they're doing everything. I would tell you what though, just make sure that meat doesn't fall onto the ground. It falls into the orifice. And then we'll be okay. We will be just fine, folks. All right, should we do one more? We go back to them and see if they have one more for us. Let's do a random poll. What do we got? What is here?
Meat and cheese belong in your pasta salad. Let me show you what to do. We'll start with a cooked 16-ounce package of garden rotini, 1 chopped up seedless cucumber, 1 cup of red onions and black olives. Then
Not feeling that one. Let's try this one.
Something about beef finger ribs makes them one of my favorite bites. Let me show you what to do. We'll start by seasoning our beef ribs with Killer Hogs TX, and then we're gonna go over top with our trifecta. If you don't have trifecta, you can use any barbecue seasoning you like. We want these fully
Slide in a dozen. I'm gonna do another quick hitter.
Something about beef finger ribs.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit the remix button, okay? I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do step by step to create this short, because you know I'm cooking up shorts and you can eat the shorts. So we're gonna hit the remix button, and then I'm gonna hit cut this video, and then okay. So here's how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this kind of clever. It's gonna be stupid. Now that's always how I do this, but then I'm gonna do it clever because I'm gonna do slide them. I'm gonna say something stupid, and then I'm gonna say again. You'll see. Let's find out what I'm gonna scratch first. Yeah?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hit them.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. I feel the pressure with this new music. This is kind of neat. I'm gonna change it up real quick though. Let's go like this. I'm cool with that. Okay. So we're gonna do another dream scene. And I'm gonna do a bright green, yellow background with a neon sign that looks like beef ribs at the very top center of the screen. You know this is gonna be fire. All right, let's create it. Waiting for AI. Oh, it come back already. Look at that. Who's mad at AI, man? When they're making silly short backgrounds, this is where they thrive. Look at that freaking background. That looks delicious. I take a bite of those neon lights right there. Let's create a video out of it. Okay, so it generated this for me. It looks like it's just kind of pumping. I'm cool with that. Hit continue. I'll show you what we do next. So now it's just sitting in the background for my dumb ass. See that? You see that? Okay. So what was I gonna say again? Oh, I was gonna say like sliding. Let's see. Slide 7. Something like that, like something stupid that doesn't make sense, but it's gonna make sense in context to me wanting to put ribs inside of me. That sounds bad. No diddy. But for ribs, slide them in. Okay, so here's going. Okay, gotta turn off the music for this, so shh. Turn up the scratchy. Yeah, it's gonna do this. Slide in like 7 of them. All right, so let's see if that turned out real quick. All right.
Something about beef finger ribs makes them one of my
slide in like 7 of them.
Something about beef finger ribs makes them one of my
slide in like 7 of them.
Something about beef finger ribs makes them one of my
slide in like 7 of them.
Something about beef finger
Okay, it's stupid, but that's exactly what I was
ribs
going
makes them
for.
one of my
So let's do the caption for this. Something about beef fingers. Bro, I didn't even know what beef fingers were until today. Beef finger ribs. Are you literally eating cow fingers? I didn't think they have fingers. They have these things called, starts with an H. Hind hooves. Freaking hooves. The beef hooves. So you eating the beef finger ribs makes them one of my and then we're gonna hit dot right here, dot. Okay. Slide in like 7 of them. Yeah. I'm gonna do M, like EM. Sliding like 7 of them. Do you know, cause like slide in like 7 of them.
Something about beef finger ribs makes them one of my.
Slide in like 7 of them.
Something about beef finger ribs makes them one of my.
Slide in like 7 of them.
Something about beef finger ribs makes them one of my.
Slide in like 7 of them. Let's do this.
Something about beef finger ribs makes them one of my.
Let me pull it down here. I'm gonna put it across my eyes right there. Slide in like 7 of them. Okay, then I'm gonna hit the filter, pop filter. Make it pop, right?
Something about beef finger ribs makes them one of my.
Eating 7 of these. These beef fingers. Question. Are you? Copy. I'm gonna have to say eat or moo. Yeah. And then let's do that in green and put it up here. Bam.
Something about beef finger ribs makes them one of my.
Slide in like 7 of them. Okay, now you just hit next. It's processing. Yeah, beef fingers. Slide on in. Yeah, beef fingers. Give me a grin. Yeah, beef fingers. You know. Yeah, beef fingers. Give me 7, bro. Beef fingers. 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 Processing. Beef finger. Beef finger. Beef finger. Beef finger. Beef finger. Beef finger.
It's still processing, folks.
YouTube does this sometimes. You notice it right here? You notice it? It's like right here. If you're on vertical or horizontal, it's about right there. But oh, it finished processing. Yeah. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I double tap on this here, but why did it take so long to process, man? You know, when it comes to like my beef fingers, I want instant gratification. I'm just slide them down. When I ask for my beef fingers, I want my beef fingers. You know what I'm saying? You want your beef fingers, you want them now. You don't want my beef fingers that I asked for my beef fingers right now. I don't want my beef fingers later. If I want my beef fingers, I want my beef fingers right now. Beef finger. 7 of them. 7 of them. Yeah, eating 7 of these beef fingers. 7 of them. That'll work. Do I want to have my dumb face or do I want to have fingers? Finger. See, if YouTube would go ahead and push me out to the general public, then I could have a couple of y'all in here weigh in on this.
All right. Now. Right now. You can weigh in and help me make a decision. Seriously.
But no, since you're not here and you're not chatting, or the chat's broken, that I've seen that happen too. And then it's like,
oh man, the chat's broken. Now I can't talk about beef fingers.
So I guess I will go with, oh, I could always change it later. So let me just do 7 of them. And I love it when I put my own face on there. I want it to be as chaotic as possible. 7 of them. You know what I mean? Like that.
7 of them.
What I do after that is I do put another pop filter on there because I want it to be extra poppy. Just like my beef fingers when you pop the. You pop that bone out after you're sucking on the beef finger, no diddy. All right. Pop. You know what I mean? You pop it. You know what I mean? You watching. You come in here. When you eat a rib, you just. If you are a fan of ribs, and I beg your pardon if you're not a fan of ribs, but I appreciate you being here anyway. You tell me if you love ribs, be like, hey, throw a heart emoji in there and be like, yeah, I love ribs and I know what you're talking about. Or if you don't, that's cool too. If you like tofu or something, tofurkey, something like that, that's fine. That's fine. But anyway, I digress. This is gonna look gorgeous. So let's hit the check mark on here. And let's release this. Should we release this on, let's go with June. Can you believe it's already gonna be June? Like for real. Like this year is
flying by. So it's already June.
Right? So, or it's gonna be June in a couple days, right? So let's go with June 3rd. God, doesn't June 3rd sound like a great day to release some ridiculous short about beef fingers?
Beef fingers. I mean, that
it just hits, all right? So what time should we release it? What time would you want to see this released to the world? We could do it anytime, like literally. Like we could do it like early in the morning, first thing in the morning. You go to scroll like while you're taking that morning deuce, and you want to see a crazy short about some dude talking about eating beef finger ribs. Or it could be more like in the afternoon when you want to, get some lunch. Or like dinner time, you know what I mean? Like dinner time. I'm thinking I'm going with dinner time. Let's y'all change my mind. We could always change it later. So we'll do a 4 p.m. Ooh, how about this? We'll do a little 420 twang. Yeah,
420. Alright, so we got it.
set up on 420, hit OK on that. And then I think that's good. I think that's good. Let's release this short. Should we release the short? Let's see. All we got to do is push that button down there if you're ready to release this short. Just upload it for done. I think we're done. We done? I think we're done. Upload short. Woo! All right, I appreciate you rocking with me with that one. Anyway, make sure you slap the like button on this bad boy. You could double tap mine if you want to do mine. I appreciate that. Because apparently, you know, I'm looking and there might be a couple of y'all just chilling. So I appreciate you if you pow, 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 hit that for me. And I'll make more crazy content like this. I promise. I promise I'll be here to do it. Unless I, you know, have like some sort of like heart failure because I ate too many beef fingers, then that's out of my control. All right, beef fingers.
Yeah, beef fingers. Yeah, beef fingers. Yeah, beef fingers.
Yeah. All right. Do we have time to do one more? I don't think we have time to do one more, but I could always try. Should we do like a freestyle about one of these? Let's see here. What about the hamburgers?
Brisket trimmings will make the best burgers that you've ever had. Let me show you what to do. We'll start by grinding all of our ingredients with our KitchenAid grinder attachment. If you guys have a full grinder, that's gonna make this a little bit easier, but we found this works just
Holy
fine.
crap,
You'll
dudes.
notice the fat separately, and that's so I can
The thing is about this short, this one's not short. It's a minute and like 20 seconds long.
So we started with a coarse grind first.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Let's do this. Let's roll the dice.
Mustard going down first. That's gonna help my seasoning stick. Then I'm using barbecue
What if I
rub on the
did a
outside.
freestyle about this chub?
It's on fire.
You know what? Let's try it. It's risky, but let's go ahead and do a green screen. Let's go right here. Yeah. All right. If this works, I'm going to do it in one take. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to end the stream because I'm running out of time, as you notice. So freestyle either going off and it's going to be bomb viral, or I'm shutting off the screen because I'm the stream because I'm too damn embarrassed. I'm like, I'm out. All right, here we go. Thank you for being here. Smack on that like. Subscribe to you, boy. Yeah, we got a full chub that we like to smoke. Yeah, you're looking at us like we a joke. Nah, we're not a joke. We slicing down that full chub. No diddy, yo, we spread it with some love. Squirt on some of that mustard like baby oil. Then we hit on some of that busted spices. Yo, it's getting kind of hot and precisely cooked up and smoked. Yeah, you gotta touch it. Ooh, it's kind of wicked. Yo, double dutch it. Then you drench it, hold up that chub, and you're about to mention it or munch it. Yeah, that's what you do. Cut it slicker than your mama would do. I meant cut it thicker. You know I'm out here. I might even give that thing a little liquor shot. Oh, what did I say? Oh my goodness, look at that. I might want to play or pay. All right. Did it work? Let's do this. Let's go ahead and hit. Let me know. Was that fire or was that a little lackluster? But let's find out. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. I'm gonna actually go. Yeah. That we like to smoke. Yeah, let's hear it back real quick. Yeah, we got a full chub that we like to smoke. Yeah, you're looking at us like. Okay, the part that's bugging me about this is that the background is bleeding through. So I need to fix that. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send this to the draft folder. That's what I'm gonna do. But I do appreciate y'all being here. And I'm running out of time, so let's just do this. All right, y'all. Appreciate you here being here with your boy, BOBUTAH, as I make my shorts. And you know, I'll always be here. I'll just casually be around the same time, be out here. If you could do me a favor, if you're watching this on the replay, make sure you're smashing on that
like button and subscribe to your boy too. That'd be great. I appreciate you and much love. We'll catch you on the next one. That's a full chub. Did you get a load of that chub? That's a full chub. That's a full chub.